Welcome back, folks, to The Corner. I don't remember which episode this is at the time, but I think it's going to be episode 66 or so. On The Corner today, I have Kyle from the Macaroni podcast. Hello, Kyle.
Hello, everyone. As you may recall, I'm Kyle from the Macaroni Podcast, and I'm back to just hang out with Patrick today, just talk with him on the podcast, so that's kind of fun. What are we doing today, Patrick?
Yeah, Kyle, I was, you remember the question that we started with, what's the most interesting thing you have experienced this week?
Yeah.
Because
this week, I haven't. This week's kind of been. I don't know what to say. How it's like uneventful. Not much has happened. I mean, not too much happened this week. But
no, I get it. I get it. Like, it's not every week. Which is like that eventful.
Right.
That's true.
Right.
I have something though. I mean, like this week has also been pretty uneventful for me. Like, the warehouse is being really freaking quiet because of the corona situation. And I'm working the evening shift, so it is freaking 8 hours every evening where we're all sitting in the tiny office with our phones watching YouTube.
Yeah.
So today I actually went home 2 hours early because I was like, guys, screw this.
Oh, okay, I see.
But still, that's not the not the most interesting thing. The most interesting thing for me was watching an interview with Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, and I was surprised because it never occurred to me that he actually wrote the script for the first Rocky movie.
He did?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, wow.
And this was apparently in the very beginning of his career where he wasn't famous. He didn't have any money. He was having a tiny apartment. And he had to sell it, and he had to sell his dog because he couldn't feed it. But yeah,
sell his dog.
Because he didn't have the money to feed the dog.
Oh, wow.
But this really surprised me because he had been to an audition. He had been to an audition for something, but he didn't get the part. But then
okay, I see.
But then he showed them on the door out, hey, I don't know if you're interested, but I written this script about the boxer. And he's saying in the interview, if he hadn't just said something like this, hey, I did this, or just walked out of there, or they had said something what, just come back with it later, then he would never have become a big star.
Right.
So yeah, man, that's
so I guess that shows so many things, that little things, everything has to happen perfectly.
Yeah, and you have to take chances. And he says it himself in the interview, if he hadn't taken the chance, or just kept talking or something, then he might not have become a big star. But then comes the second thing, they really like the script. They really liked the script that he had written, but they wanted somebody else to play Rocky. And this is something that he wouldn't budge on. He was like, I'm going to play Rocky, or the movie ain't happening.
Right.
And then he says because he was already used to being poor, so he might be making a big mistake or whatever, but whatever.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, I felt like that was really inspirational because he was standing up for what he believed in. Yeah,
Yeah.
really, really interesting stuff. So then Rocky happens and
Yeah.
filming happens, and
I mean, if
he,
if it's
yeah,
your idea and it's like, if that's what you wanna, if that's what you created, I understand why he would want to,
yeah,
be the
why he
one.
why he will be the one. So yeah, man. So this like pretty much turned him into an overnight success. Of course, like just like not without work though, because like he had to work like hell when filming like these training scenes in in Rocky. That didn't seem like it was a picnic. So yeah, man, like that was like really, really freaking surprising and inspirational. And also what he's like saying about that, no man is an island, you know.
Right.
And what he means by that is that that you can't do all the shit that you want to do. You can't like carry out your dreams alone. You actually need somebody around you to be the glue, and you like pick you up and spar with, and like keep each other going, like a healthy harmony.
Yeah.
Interesting things, man. So yeah, I feel like that's the most interesting thing I have experienced this week. Um, you seen any of the movies that he has made?
Yeah, I did. I've seen like the Rocky movies and all that, and then I liked the Creed movies, but are they gonna make any new Creed movies?
Yeah, I think so, for sure, for sure. I mean that's
I mean, it's been
um,
a while. How many years?
it's not that long time ago, was it? But yeah, I also like Creed.
Well, it wasn't okay. So it wasn't that long ago. It's just like
No,
obviously, I hope that they make a new,
I was like pretty
because
sure
those
they were.
movies were really
I'm
cool.
pretty sure they were making a Creed. Yeah, they are making a Creed 3. Yeah, that's like
They are
confirmed. That yeah,
okay. Well,
that's
that's
going to
good.
be the third installment. There is no news about about release
Okay.
date though. But like that's probably like due to
Well, yeah.
Corona.
Hopefully soon, because
Yeah,
the Creed franchise is it's a fun franchise.
yeah,
I I,
yeah.
I really did enjoy like Rocky and then the Creed and how they like, and I think that was really smart of them to like kind of extend the Rocky kind
Yeah, yeah, to
of
like to like make another chapter for it, pretty much. If you see like the Rocky, if you look at it like this way, that like Rocky is like its own chapter, and then you have Creed where he is the mentor instead of the fighter. Really interesting concept. Really interesting concept.
yeah.
It's like funny that you mention it though, because I was like
Hmm.
just watching The Wire. I don't know, like maybe you're too young to have ever watched The Wire.
Yeah, I might be a little too young for that.
But like this is where Michael B. Jordan came up, and I
I
was like,
see.
sitting there like and sitting there and watching it and being like, holy shit, that's Michael B. Jordan as a 15-year-old 15-year-old corner boy slinging drugs in Baltimore. Wow, really really interesting stuff, man. Okay, are you ready for my next question?
Yes.
What do you hope to achieve from life?
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting interviewed.
Yeah,
Uh, I mean, I guess with life, just I don't really have a definition for success yet. So I guess achieve success, but I don't have exactly. I haven't pointed a definition for that yet. So once I do get an understanding of what I guess success in my terms is, then yes, that's what I want to achieve.
Or so you like have no goals like at the moment, like like finish school, get a
Oh well,
degree.
I have goals for school and stuff like that, but like obviously, I feel
All right,
like.
but not what you're
Are
going
you
to
talking about
do
immediate
after.
goals or like life goals?
Like both of them, like like what's your goals with school, what's
Well, right now, I guess my most recent goal is kind of just, I've found my path and stuff. So I guess just I'm applying for a bunch of stuff like internships and stuff like that. So we'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much what my goal is right now. Just get an internship.
can may I ask what are you studying?
It isn't really what I'm studying. It's more of what I just personally want to do. But I guess with me, I personally I just want to I just want to pretty much I guess it's like what like a talent manager is.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like a
so
sk-
I originally that was what I kind of wanted to do, but then it was like now I'm kind of just looking in like the social media aspect.
All right, so you want to work with social media?
I guess because obviously you know how it is. Like new age is kind of social media, so it's like
Yeah, yeah, I get it. So you don't know what you want to do when you grow up yet, like specifically. Um, wow, man, what are you clicking?
I mean, I feel like it has clicked. I feel like it's just I want to work in the social media area, the social media department. That's what it's called, department.
Wow. Okay. Interesting choice. So you want to work with a social media platform, uh, and you want to like have any kind of like position within that social media platform.
I guess you could say somewhat.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Um. All right, man. Interesting goals, but like, hey, man, like at least you haven't set any concrete goals yet, right? So like I guess that might be like a future goal for you then, like to actually put a concrete goal as to
Okay, well,
what you want to
I guess
achieve.
my concrete goal is like. Well, my concrete goal is get success, but then at the same time, it's like I don't have a definition for success.
No, exactly. Like I was
Yeah.
going to ask. I was going to ask that. Like how do you define success? Because that's like
Yeah,
really
that's the thing.
individually.
That's why I'm looking for right now, just trying to find a definition for success.
Yeah,
Because I feel like success, yeah, it can be a lot of different things, but for
yeah.
me, I guess
I, I mean, like you could like
I
say
don't
that
know.
like this is like really interesting, like what we're into here, because I just remembered something, which was an article from a Norwegian newspaper where it was a Dane that had moved to a Norwegian city and opened up a hot dog stand, right? And he was by no means making bank. He was like making okay living, and he was like taking out, I don't know, like $30,000 or $45,000 a year, for a living. And then like the question was like, like why don't you take out more? Why don't you buy, like a big supercar or a big SUV, or get a bigger house or something, right? Or even open up a restaurant, right? Like it was like really interesting, man. And his answer was, because I don't need it. He says, I'm taking out what I feel like is comfortable living in salary. I don't have any loans, so that's what I'm doing. I don't feel the need to push further. I don't feel the need to get a restaurant. I don't feel the need to make more money. While
Right.
while a lot of other people
So
would
he's
have been,
satisfied.
yeah, he was satisfied, and that is something, that's an art that I think remains to be mastered by a lot of people, the art of being content with what you have,
Mm.
right?
Right. Satisfied.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, and
Satisfaction. Right.
right, and you probably like see this in America as well, that there is a hunt for status. It's a hunt for status, a
Mm-hmm.
chase to like get the bigger car, get the bigger house, get the bigger boat, by any means necessary. And like I see the same in like some countries in Europe, but like I'm like thinking like why do you need that bigger boat? Why do you need that bigger house? Why do you need that bigger car? I can't seem to comprehend it, man. Really
I
can't.
feel like it's just greed.
Yeah,
Human.
yeah.
And
I,
yeah, as a human, you obviously naturally want
and
more.
and
So
I'm I like and it's funny though, like, but is it is it human? Because like what the hell did we do when we were cavemen? What did we do when we were Neanderthals? Just walking around, hunting, hunting meat to eat, and then moving on to the next spot for more game. We were content with what we had. The greed has had to come later, man. It's had to. But like I guess like that's how it is in the modern society. That's how we are evolving. That nothing is ever enough, and it is a dangerous potion to mix, because when you don't think that like anything like is ever enough, then you're never going to stop chasing it. And some people might say that like it's good to never stop chasing it, but I mean, holy shit, man. At some point, you gotta like realize how lucky you are. Take a step back and smell the roses. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I guess accept.
Except, yeah, accept what you have, and like, because if you don't, then you will push it further, and you will start taking up what's it called, consumer loans to fulfill your dreams. You will like get fake money to fulfill your dreams, to get that car, to get that house, and whatever. I think I actually mentioned this on your podcast. I don't remember, but where it was like this American dude who won big on the lottery, and he got himself like a big mansion. He got himself jet skis, and he got himself big cars and boats, and he lost it all because he couldn't maintain the cost of it. And by not maintaining the cost of it, he was like desperate to maintain this lifestyle he had acquainted himself with after winning the lottery, and he took up loans. He took up freaking loans to stay afloat, and eventually he ended up homeless. He and his entire family, pretty much because of greed, pretty much because he was never content, or they were never content with anything. So yeah, man, like I feel like that's an important question in life. That when are you content? Like, for instance, are you content right now?
Yeah.
You are. Man, that's like really good.
Uh,
That's good, man.
I'm content because I know my path. Because
Yeah.
even before, I didn't know what I really wanted to do. Now I at least have a general understanding of where I want to go. So I mean, I feel like once one person can master that kind of realizing where you want to go, then yeah, then I feel like that's content for me.
Well, that's good, man. That like, you at least have an idea like of where you're going, because like that's also true that a lot of people is like missing direction in their life, and the direction is like something that is important to have in order to feel productive and you know, not becoming depressed or anything like that, because being productive like is a big part of life. It is, really. So yeah, definitely a good question as to when you are content. So what else? What else do you have going on in your life? Do you have anywhere in particular in the world that you would like to travel to when the pandemic ends and everybody has been vaccinated? Kyle?
Not really sure, honestly.
Okay. Now,
I feel like
yeah.
I feel like once the pandemic's over, I'm gonna give myself a little time to get back used to going outside and stuff, and instead of kind of networking in person, because I feel like a lot of this, and it's part of the reason why I wanted to do social media in this aspect, I guess this field, is because of social networking. That really it really, when I first started looking at social networking, it was like it really opened a whole world of like possibilities for me, and I feel like I found myself thinking, man, how different would this be if it was normal networking? It was in-person networking. So that was something that I was really excited about, getting back in person. I can finally go out to events and meet new people and make connections there, and then like with my podcast, I can get guests using get people to come on, or get people who want to like do this type of stuff. I can meet them in person instead of having to always do it with the internet. So yeah.
Yeah, man. Like that's true. That's true. That like the social networking is like a big part that has like vanished with this corona pandemic thing. But
that's what I meant by social networking.
You feel like it's online networking now.
Yeah, I feel like, and that was something I was pursuing. That was something I was doing, and that's kind of how I got myself into this media area, field, department, whatever you want to call it.
Wow. Okay, so you actually got like interested in social media by with the pandemic.
Yeah.
Hey man, like what are you doing for computer mouse? That thing's gonna die soon. Damn.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I just.
Yeah, man. Pandemic is like I don't know, like it's been like a huge social killer. Because I feel like it's like, like you cough and it's all of a sudden, like caveman shit, like
right, yeah, and then they don't want to like talk to you.
And like it's fuck, man. Like the most insane thing I ever witnessed with that was like in the last warehouse before the one I'm working at now. It was like this German dude, like a German bodybuilder in his 50s working there, right? And and then like a driver comes in, and he is completely freaks. He completely freaks and be like, no drivers are allowed in the warehouse because of Corona, right? And
right.
I say like, well, the dude don't speak English or German, but my man here don't listen, so he like steps up. And he fucking pushes the driver hard while having a crowbar in the other hand, raising it up as he was going to punch this guy and be like, hey, you got corona, motherfucker! Get the fuck out of that property! I was like thinking like, holy shit, this is how we treat people in corona times. I mean, goddamn, but
yeah, it's a lot different with Corona because
yeah, man, It's like we're treating everybody like they're a potential.
People are a lot more on edge.
Yeah, people are a lot more on edge and like
Right.
treating people like they are a potential fucking STD source. Man, crazy shit, crazy shit. But like, hopefully we'll got this shit under control real soon. And like freaking Israel, right, has like vaccinated all their population, all of their population.
Right.
But I mean, like, that's just like logistics. So I'm guessing that we're going to see the end of it really soon.
Yeah.
As for my place to travel to when it all opens, it would be Greece, man. Greece, the islands, chilling there in the sun, doing some scuba diving. Seems like an okay spot. You have any, like final words that you want to like mention about your podcast?
I mean, all I really gotta say is thank you. Thank you so much for having me, man. It's it's been fun.
Yeah, like I think like it's cool.
Yeah,
that
we should
do
do this
like,
again. It's good to have like kind of like a connection, and then just be able to make videos with you guys. So I mean, podcasts and stuff. So this was fun, and I guess I'll just do a little quick shameless plug. I don't know if it's gonna be somewhere or like probably in the link, but in the description. But if you guys enjoy, I guess if you guys want to see more of me, I think I'll be in the description. But you can click that link and check us out. That'd be much appreciated.
Yeah, I'll put a link in the description. And like I like doing these ones because like it is spontaneous. We didn't
Right.
have any, we had like literally like nothing planned, but still evolved into a conversation about something. And
Yeah, I like you literally DM me on Discord and just was like, "Hey, want to record?" And I was like, "All right, sure." So I mean,
yeah,
I feel like doing spontaneous shit like this is like it's good,
yeah.
you know?
And like why I think like it's so great is because I compare it to maybe pre-corona, how you would start a conversation with a stranger on a park bench or something, right, or on a tram, because you would also easily be able to get a good conversation from that too, maybe not as long as this, but still a conversation. And like like that's what conversations should be. They should be pure. They should be raw. They should be like people telling you like what they feel, without having to think about it too much. That's how you get like the word out. And I read this book like a while back, which was like called "The Art of Conversation," on how to start conversations with a stranger in the town or something, right? And like thinking back on it, it's like no way you could do that today, man, because like it a lot it involves like a lot of like I wouldn't say like touching, but like light touching, like you touch like somebody's shoulder and say like, hey man, like how are you doing or whatever, right? Or you want to chat for a moment, or what do you think about that? And then you would like know pretty soon if this guy is up for talking, or this woman is up for talking, or if she would just like ignore you and like not talk to you at all. But it still involves the touch, the human touch, and that's also like connected to that you feel safer by the human touch somehow. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. A lot of interesting things there, but that's for another time. And yeah, guys, like you go check out the Macaroni Podcast. Like it, share it, comment on it. And if you like this one, the same goes for that. And just DM me or write a comment in the section below, and we can make a podcast together if you're interested. Thank you for listening, folks, and have a nice the rest of the day or evening wherever you are in the world.